We are here today to urge the Chief Justice of the Delaware Supreme Court to support and implement without further delay the proposed community court to be located here in the city of Wilmington. The goal of the community court is to reduce recidivism without compromising public safety and to help nonviolent offenders work towards a more successful and productive future. A community court is a lower level court. I want to stress, a community court is a lower level court. It does not change the function of our state's Court of Common Pleas, Family Court, Superior Court, Chancery Court, or Supreme Court here in our state. Safe neighborhoods is not solely about reducing shootings and homicides, but is also about justice reinvestment. Justice reinvestment is a data-driven approach to correction policies that seek to cut spending and reinvest savings in practices that have been empirically shown to improve safety and hold offenders accountable. Here in the city of Wilmington, justice reinvestment would be establishing a community court. Community courts primarily address quality of life crimes such as petty theft, jumping, vandalism, loitering, and prostitution. With community boards and the local police as partners, community courts have the goal of solving the problems of the defendants appearing before the court while using the leverage of the court to encourage the offenders to give back to their community in compensation for the damage they and others have caused in Wilmington. Wilmington City Council passed a resolution in April of 2013. Our city-state legislators have been supportive, and now is the time to act. Community residents have been partners in this effort to establish a neighborhood-focused court that attempt to harness the power of the justice system to address local problems. As we have worked to establish community policing with our law enforcement officers, as we have worked to establish community prosecution with our State Department of Justice, we now also must work with our judiciary to establish a community court. Community courts reduce both crime and incarceration. And on behalf of our community, I'd like to introduce the president of the Vanderbilt Avenue Civic Association, which will talk about some of his work in helping to bring the community court to the city of Wilmington, Jan Dennis.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I am Jan Dennis, the president of the Vanderbilt Avenue Civic Association, as well as the 3rd District Neighborhood Planning Council. I was able to go to the community court up in Newark, New Jersey, the Community Solutions Court. It was established in, well, we went there in 2013. It was established in 2011. They have a solution. That is a solution that we need right here in the city of Wilmington. You know, they address social services issues. There's anger management, mental health, substance abuse treatment, and they have substance abuse treatment programs, along with relapse programs. It is a neighborhood-focused program, solving solution court. That's what we need here in the city of Wilmington. I kind of urge Chief Justice Klein. Is it Strine? My apologies, Strine. Okay, to move forward with this community court. And as far as the community is concerned, we took surveys. The surveys, well over 70% of people in the community wanted that court. They thought it was a very good idea. Thank you.
As you can see, it's not just a partnership with the community, but many of the stakeholders and community organizations, faith-based organizations and nonprofits throughout our state, particularly here in Newcastle County, that are represented here today. And I'd like to thank all of those that are here. I'd like to thank them for being here today. I want to introduce a member of Wilmington City Council who's here to speak, Councilman Justin Wright, at-large council member from the city of Wilmington.
Thank you, Councilman Brown. Just want to take time to acknowledge our other colleagues that are here. We have Councilwoman Shabazz, Councilwoman Sherry Dorsey Walker, and to my right we have Councilwoman Cabrera. Today we are here urging Chief Justice Strine to implement a much-needed component in our city and state judicial system. This component is the community court. Community courts have predominantly improved quality of life concerns to help mitigate and curb the negative ethos painted by news medias and to restore a sense of community and worth. These types of courts are needed. Community courts encourage reinvesting in your community instead of other criminal sentences. I want to thank Councilman Brown, as I have attended a number of meetings in his district surrounding the implementation of community courts. So I say to the leaders of our judicial system, if not now, then when? Our young people in our community cannot afford to wait any longer. We need community courts. Lives are depending on it. Thank you.
Our last speaker, certainly not least speaker, I want to introduce another member of Wilmington City Council, Councilwoman Maria Cabrera.
Thank you to all who have gathered here today to support this issue that we need to address in our community. When I think of community courts, I think about accountability and accessibility. If we're asking people to be accountable, then we should also have accessibility for them to do so. But accessibility is not just for people who have maybe made a mistake. It's also for the plaintiff and for the people who need to go to court to affirm their rights, to be able to access the judicial system. That is important both ways. And even though we may not call the community courts a community center, it is a justice center. Since its inception in 1993 in Midtown, New York, community courts have been successful. And we want to build relationships with the judicial system the same way that we say we want the community to have relationships with our police officers, then they also should have those relationships with the judicial system. So we look at community courts as a justice center. The statistics show what they have done in communities where they are housed, including other countries. So I support the community courts here in Wilmington. I think this is something that could help us with combating our crime. I thank my council colleagues for being here, and Councilman Brown, who is always looking for opportunities for his community. And so let's urge Chief Justice Strine to please put a community court right in the heart of where we need it. Thank you so much.
This concludes our press conference. Just want to ask all of those that are interested in this issue to please contact Judge Leo Strine and voice your view and support of establishing a community court here in the city of Wilmington. Thank you all for coming.